whakatau mai ki tēnei hōtaka pai tukutuku tuarua, Whenua. In this webisode, we welcome Kath who will tell us the things you will need to do when preparing for Papakāinga development at the Māori Land Court. She will cover things like succession of shares applications, trusts, governance, licences to occupy, and occupation orders. It is good to get these things sorted by applying early, as processing applications through the court can often take a little time.
Kia ora. Are you wondering how you find out whether Papakāinga can be built on whenua that you whakapapa to? Today, I want to touch on 3 initial queries that Te Koti Whenua Māori can assist you with in your Papakāinga journey. The first take is one you may already know, that you are a shareholder or owner in whenua, or a beneficiary of a whānau trust which has interests in whenua. This means your name or your whānau trust name is recorded in our records and can be reviewed on Māori Land Online. If so, e pai ana. Or you may know that shares are still held, for example, in the name of your nan or dad who has passed on. This means you need to succeed to whenua, and an application to Te Koti Whenua Māori can be prepared early and be processed along with other Papakāinga planning tasks so as not to hold up progress. Our website provides specific information and links to applications for succession. The application process involves Te Koti determining those that are entitled to receive the shares of the deceased and vest those shares by court order. To support an application for succession, you will need certain documents. These include a death certificate, any will, probate or letters of administration documents, the names of the parents of the deceased, their siblings, their partner or spouse, children and any whāngai. We will also search the deceased's name or names to ensure all of their whenua is captured in the application. If an application is simple and uncontested, for example, all of the deceased's interests are to be equally divided between their children, this may be dealt with without a court hearing. Uncontested applications for succession are new, and we have fact sheets available online that set out this process. If you are applying to succeed to whenua, you may also consider making a whānau trust application, that is, if the successors wish to hold their tupuna shares together. The second take to consider is whether or not there is a governance entity over the whenua, possibly a whānau trust or an ahu whenua trust, and if so, is that entity functioning well? Existing trusts can be found using the trust search function on Māori Land Online. The trust decision-making ability depends on it being up to date. That means acting in accord with its trust deed and carrying out essential activities of a trust, such as holding annual meetings, an election of trustees, and keeping of accounts. As a beneficiary, you're entitled to a copy of the trust deed or order and to receive notice of annual general meetings. If a trust is not functioning according to its trust deed, Te Koti can review the trust, including around its day-to-day management. Where there is no governance in place, the owners can decide to form one and apply to Te Koti Whenua Māori. Key requirements to form a trust are that owners receive notice of a meeting to discuss forming a trust, agree to the terms of a trust, elect trustees who must consent to becoming a trustee. We provide free trustee training every month. When Te Koti confirms an application to establish a trust, the trustees become the legal owners of the whenua and must act according to the trust deed and legislation, including Te Ture Whenua Māori Act 1993 and the Trustee Act 2019. The third take is to decide whether an occupation order or licence to occupy is best on the Papakāinga, and this will be included as part of the preparation of the master plan. And if there is an existing dwelling on the whenua and its ownership is open to question, an application to determine ownership can be made under Section 18(1)(a) of Te Ture Whenua Māori Act 1993. Kia ora koutou, I'm at the end of my kōrero today and hope it has been helpful. Please don't hesitate to contact us at Te Koti Whenua Māori Tai Tokerau if you have any questions. Hei konei rā.